Okay, so this session is on the recording now. So welcome to 126 Cactus 2. This is a asynchronous online course, which means we don't meet regularly. We don't have any in-person lectures. Um, you don't have any um, classes, actual classes. Um, So what you do is you just work on the assignments by yourself. You learn by yourself and do the assignments by yourself online. But I also provide some helpful sessions uh, each week for all of you online. It's online. Um, I'm going to talk about that later. But let's just focus on the course content itself a little bit. Mm. So I'm gonna show you a little bit of the some links. Mm, okay. So um so can you see the Blackboard page? Can you,
Yes.
okay. So so this online course is synchronous. That means we don't have actual class. You just do everything by yourself. You read the book by yourself. You do all the assignments by yourself in WebAssign. So how do you access the material? Some of you already did that, but some have not. So let me just explain briefly how you proceed with this online course. So first, you have to go to log into a university um, website. I mean, account, and click on Blackboard, and then it should show you all the courses taken this semester. So our course is Math 1 is 26, Section 80. Just click on that, and you're going to see a lot of items under the course name. Content, this is the major part. And most of the things will be under this folder. And announcements, I already posted a few announcements. Uh, you know, one announcement for all the student to start, you know, the course. So just read these announcements a little bit, and for the orientation, of course. And the next thing is the discussions. So there's some discussion board for the course overall, and discussion panel for each unit or each um, chapter that you can exchange your ideas about the course or each unit or chapter during the course and ask me questions. I will try to answer them regularly. I you know, go to this board regularly each week, and then I will answer your questions. Okay, so that's one way to ask me for help. Mm, messages. I also send message to students in different ways. Sometimes for all students, but sometimes for some of the students or one or two students. Depends. Okay, so the major part is just the content. It includes everything about the course itself. So there are different uh, folders, modules under this content. So the first folder is called is just welcome to the online course. It describes briefly about the course itself. So the first thing to remind is uh you don't need a textbook. Uh but you do need to buy Xcode from Cengage. It's called Cengage Unlimited. You can easily find um the link, or you can just type in Cengage Unlimited and Google it. You can easily find it, and that should include all the assignments and the ebook. Cengage has different options that you can choose, but you don't want to choose the ebook only option. You buy the Cengage Unlimited. That includes everything. So because you need to do the assignments in website. Okay. Cengage is just part of I mean website is part of Cengage. Okay. But I get a little confused. Cengage is the company, but WebAssign is part of it. There were two different companies before, but then they merged. Uh, so, um, so the course material is still in WebAssign, but is under Cengage now. Okay. And there's some minimum technology or skills needed. Basically, you need to know how to use computers, how to use softwares to to do the online course. Okay, obviously, you have to use the computers, you know, to proceed with the online course. And there's some help sessions provided by the university. It's called the Tutorial Assistance Network 10. You probably know that before. Um, if you took any courses at A&M before. So they just list the steps to schedule tutorial assistance appointment. And there's some contact information, the phone number and the email address. You can call them or email them about schedule. Basically, this program offers tutoring for a bunch of courses in different disciplines, including math, English, and history at different levels. So for this specific course for Cal 2, Math 120, 126, they also have different sessions each week, maybe a few sessions each week for this course specifically. So you need to know when is the schedule, what the schedule is, when are the time slots for this course. So that's why you need schedule. You can also call them to get some information. And it tells you, where it is, and so just contact them and make a schedule with them before you actually go to the 10. It'd be very helpful. This is a Cal 2 course, so the second course in calculus, and a lot of students found it's very challenging compared to Cal 1. And the reason is there's a major chapter in Cal 2 with brand new ideas and the concepts you never saw before. Chapter 9, the sequences and series. And the many students uh, are very confused about that. So you probably need a lot of help in this course. So try to seek for help from 10. Okay. Um, so this is the introduction of myself with the video. You can watch it. Tells us some basic information, about myself. I also posted some uh, information in the file. Where is my office and phone number, email address? You can contact me anytime if you need help. Um, and my office is in Engineer Building or Arthur J. Bond Hall. If you like, room 257. Uh, you can contact me anywhere. As I already mentioned, there's some discussion board you know, uh, you can post your questions on the board that I can try to answer. Uh, you can also discuss with your classmates on the panel or discussion board about the course. Okay, but don't just don't talk about anything else on this discussion board. Just the course itself. Um, so there are different ways you can reach me. Okay, so this will be the orientation that I'm actually going through. I'm going to record this session and post it here, and you can review it later if um, you don't want to watch it again. Any questions at this point? So that's the first folder. And the next folder is about the course itself. So that gives you the brief introduction about the course itself, the syllabus. Okay. So the textbook we use. Uh, we don't. You don't have to buy the textbook, as I said at the beginning already. But you do need to buy a X code from Cengage, Cengage Unlimited, and that will include everything, including the ebook and all the assignments, online assignments, online ebook, and website. Uh, Services for persons with disabilities. If you need extra help, you need anything from me, just contact me. Okay, we can arrange it for you. This is tutorial assistant that I talked about before. Again, Um, okay, so about the grade, this is thing that the most students are really concerned. There are different parts in the assignments. Homework, quizzes, tests, and the final exam. Okay, the homework. Each section will have a homework and uh, each section will have a homework. I think we're gonna have about 5 chapters in total for this course, and each chapter includes some sections. So you got the homework for each section, and there are about 8 quizzes in the whole semester. So you don't get the quiz for each section. All right. And 3 tests for this whole semester, and then final exam. So all these assignments are timed. So what is happening is um, for each week, they uh, there'll be 2 assignments due. So 2 sections. I think it starts um, the end of this month or early next month. I just give you a little time to get into the course to buy the act code and to get used to or learn how to use website and Blackboard. Um, a little time to digest the instructions and the guidelines I wrote in on Blackboard for the course. Uh, so the first homework assignment will be due at the end of the month, I believe. But then usually you're gonna get the 2 assignments, homework assignments due in each week afterwards. Okay, and and then you get 8 quizzes in the whole semester, maybe if I remember correctly. Those quizzes are timed. So there's a specific time frame for each quiz, but I usually send out the announcement or a reminder about the quiz and when will it be and how much time we get. So I think each quiz is 15 minutes, just a few problems. It covers usually a few sections, a couple sections. Um, the way it works is uh I give I give a time frame of 24 hours for you work, uh for you to access it. But once you start the quiz, you only have 15 minutes to do it. So for example, if the first quiz is someday in February, then you get a whole day to access it. But once you are in the quiz, once you open the quiz, you only get 15 minutes to complete it. So you got to finish the whole thing in 15 minutes, and you have to you have to get the quiz done by the end of you know the next day. There's a 24 hours window for you to access the quiz and finish it. Basically, after deadline, then it's past due. Okay, so you like if the quiz is start from today from 8 a.m. to tomorrow 8 a.m., then you can open the quiz anytime between those between before after 8 a.m. today and before 8 a.m. tomorrow. But once you open it, you only get 15 minutes to do it. Um, so you got to do it within this time frame and only has 15 minutes to do it. So I've got some students before uh they didn't have enough time to finish the whole thing. Okay. So at the end they didn't save it. Then everything so when the time is due, when the 15 minutes is up, then the quiz just closes automatically. And they didn't save anything, so they it shows nothing, no record. You don't get any points. Okay. And uh that's not good. So what do you do when you do the quiz, especially when you do the quiz and test, the final exam, even the homework? When you are done with one problem, save it. Okay, save it, and then submit the quiz before the 15 minutes is up. And similarly for homework, you need to save each problem, and when you do it, when you finish one project, save it, and then submit the homework before the deadline. Okay, each homework set has deadline itself. Okay, as I said. Um, and similar for tests. So each test will be 15 minutes. Okay, so you should save each problem when you do the test and submit, um, you know, before the 15 minutes is up. So it's just like the quiz. Each test has a 24 hours time frame that you can access, but then once you open the test, you only have 50 minutes to complete and submit. Okay, just submit them, uh, before the time is up. And same for final exam. Okay, so that's for the assignments. Any questions about this?
I have a question.
Yeah,
Hey, I actually have a doctor's appointment I'm supposed to be going into, so um, I didn't want to get in trouble because he said this is mandatory, but I
yeah,
want to make sure I'm going to get credit for being here. But
yeah.
I had a planned doctor's appointment before you sent that email out.
Okay, I see. I got you.
Okay,
So, yeah, yeah,
all right, thank you.
yeah. I got it. Okay. Um, so any other
I have a
questions?
question.
Yeah,
Did you say we're gonna have 15 minutes or 50 minutes?
15 minutes for each quiz and 15 minutes for each test. Does it make sense now?
15 or 50.
15 minutes for each quiz, 15 minutes
As
for
in one
each
five?
test.
understand now. 15 minutes for the quiz, 50 minutes for the test.
Yeah, you got it?
Okay, that's all I want to know.
Okay, any other questions?
I asked if you took roll already. I came in late.
Okay, yeah, yeah, that's fine. I'm going to post session in case you missed something at the beginning. I'm going to post the video of the session uh, on Blackboard course page. Yeah, but yes, I will take the role. I mean, yeah, I can see everybody in here. Any other questions? Well, the reason why you need to save each problem when you do the quiz, especially quiz and test and the exams, is in case you don't get enough time to finish the quiz or test, then you might forget or even don't have time to submit the whole uh, your work at the end. And when you save it, it will be saved in the system. And then later, I can check the record and submit the work for you. So it will be saved, even if you don't submit it. Okay. So that's uh, the grade and the grade scale, just the usual uh, percentage. So I just using those percentage and you know you got different points for each assignment, homework, quizzes, and tests. And then how much you get right in the homework, and then times 10%, and how much you get right for the quiz. 8 quizzes. We have to take the average, and then times 15%. And add up and the test and final exam. So then at the end, you're gonna get some score, and that will determine your grade. So this is just a brief outline for each week. Um, these are some rules you should abide by when you take the course. Any questions about the syllabus? You can find a lot of information and read it by yourself at home. Okay. So that's the syllabus, and then structure of the learning is just the introduction of the content for each chapter or each unit, um, briefly. How to submit assignment assessment. So basically, this is the procedure how you do the assignments in website. I'm gonna show you actually in here. But in case you forget, just follow those steps. It might be a little change now. I think it makes it a little easier. The system has been made a little easier, but this is basically what you do. Assessment, as I said, the different parts uh, toward the final grade. At the end of the semester, you just add up all the points and to get some grade based on the percentage. Okay. And each assignment has a deadline, so just make sure you you don't miss deadline. Um, if you do miss deadline, then uh, like if you miss deadline for homework, you can send the request for extension online in website, section by section. So each time we get 2 days. Okay. So for each, for example, if you miss the deadline for the homework of the first section, um, or any section, then you're gonna get the 2 days extension. Okay. Um, And if you still don't finish the whole thing, you can submit it one more time for extension to request the extension. So that I will give you another two days, but that's all. You only have two chances to request the extension for homework day 9. Um, and each time you get 2 days, as I said. So that's for the homework, for each homework. For the tests and the quizzes, you're going to you have to call me. Okay, if you miss a quiz, for example, or a test, uh, for some reason, uh, if you have the documented justification why you missed the test or quiz, then there's no penalty for make up. Otherwise, there'll be 10% penalty for make up of the quiz tests. And there's no make up for final exam. You have to do the final exam on time. Okay, that's just the rule. I don't take it and do makeups for final exam for students. Any questions? So as assignments, I think we talk about this part, how to submit assignments assessment. I think we did that part. And this is a file for hyperlinks for the course. You can find a lot of information here, ideas, link, Blackboard help, Syncage help, Root to buy Syncage Unlimited, Xcode. I think the price goes a little higher now. It is for one semester, and it covers many courses, not just math, but other subjects. So you can use the code to cover to do a lot of courses. I think for math, it's just up to 200 levels. Okay. But it should work for a lot of your courses. Okay. Uh, so if you buy the Cengage Unlimited, you can click on the link. I think there's also another link in here, but also another way to do it is the easy way. Just type in Cengage Unlimited uh, and Google it. You should be able to find that option. It's a little more than 100 right now, I guess. Syncage has different options. You can buy the ebook only. That's a little cheaper, but the Syncage Unlimited option should include all the uh, assignments and the ebook. You should buy the Syncage Unlimited, not just the ebook only. Okay, just remind you that. And WebSign help, if you don't know how to use WebSign. Register, Xcode. I think that was, I don't know if we still need to do it or not right now, but that was needed before. And how to link WebSign and Syncage. I mean, as I said before, WebSign and Syncage were two different companies. So, and then they merged. So right now, WebSign is part of Syncage. So all the course materials are in WebSign, but the WebSign is part of Cengage. So you actually buy the Xcode from Cengage. That's why. Okay. And then you need to link the two accounts in Cengage and WebSign. That was happened before, but I think now they already fixed it, so you don't need to do it again. Once you buy the Xcode, you should be able to create account and access website directly from Blackboard, as I'm going to show you later. But check with single people, Also, the link to University Library to Tutorial Assistant Network 10. I think I talked about that before. To the Writing Center, STEM Knowledge Center, and the two, ABA writing, and other things. Any questions? Well, there's a lot of resources in here that I can use. So that's the about the course itself. And this is the web assignment material I'm going to come back later in here. Let me just jump to the discussion board. So this is the discussion board for the course. You can, chat with you classmates. You can post questions, ask me questions on the board. I can answer them, try to help you a little bit. Uh, so, you know, and then we got the 5 modules. So including, different chapters. So for example, the first module includes a review on Cat 1, and then uh, chapter 8, three.
Yeah.
Uh,
Two separate ones. Mhm.
you got a question? Does anybody have any question? Okay, and then
Uh,
it also has uh,
yeah.
some section from chapter 7. Okay, uh, so that's just the first unit. All right. So inside each week, okay, you can find uh, lectures and the videos and the slides. So, for example, this is the slides for the first week, you know, and lecture. So that's my lecture. Okay, you can watch them. Uh, but uh, you know, you can see is in different sections in three sections in week 2 and the lectures, my lecture videos, and so on. So you can find all this in each week. Okay, just proceed with the material. And there's a discussion panel for this unit also, in addition to the discussion board for the whole course. Okay, so you can exchange your ideas and discuss about materials for the course and ask me questions. Um, so I usually check the progress of the whole class each week regularly, and if I find some people are behind, then I will probably send you messages, um, for the specific students. Sometimes I post some announcements also to remind students who are behind, um, to check your progress, okay, each week. And the other thing we're gonna do is a study session. Uh, we're going to have another Zoom session in each week at the same time as today. So it'll be Friday, each Friday from 3 to 4. There will be a study session that we can discuss the material of the course, uh, and I can answer questions, you know. Uh, so you can get the help from me and start the regular study session. So that's in addition to uh, the discussion board and the other things. And I'm going to send you the Zoom invitation for the study session uh, each week, later. Any questions so far? All right. So let me just go back to the part of web assignment material. Okay, so that's the folder web assign. So web assign got just a little information about website, you know, uh, same page a little bit, how to write the Xcode, how to enroll it. So in this course, we're going to access website from Blackboard. That's the only way to access website. I mean, you might be able to access website from your account directly, but I think go from Blackboard will be easy way to do it. So that's what I set up for. So I'm going to show you how to access
I
sign
got two separate ones.
from
To receive
Blackboard.
them both back.
Uh, does anyone have any questions? Could you please turn off the speaker if you can? Okay, this tells you how to purchase Xcode. Also, um, and then seek help from Cengage. How do you know, if you got any issue with Cengage or website, when you buy the Xcode or anything else. This is the schedule for spring semester 2025. Um, the student session help uh, with the Cengage representatives. Okay, there's some links you can join in. Uh, it tells you all the time they're available. All right. Okay. So then with all those, you can access the website from here. Okay. So it's on the website, material spring 2025 Cal 2. Click on it. So once you buy the Xcode and set up the account, then you should be able to access from here, to access the website from here. Just click here to open the content website. So it will direct you to the website page. So this is my page. Marvin, I can see everything for the course. So you have a different view, but to just tell you, I can see the score view, for each assignment. So there are a bunch of assignments here. Uh, see all the homework for each section and the uh, quizzes, See, um, let's see. It doesn't show quiz. Um, let's see. What happens? I should be able to show you the quizzes. But anyway, I can see all the scores of all the students for each assignment, including homework, quizzes, and tests, and final exam. So these are the student names in here. Right now, nobody has done any assignment. Uh, One thing I want to just clarify is there are some quizzes and tests, like 7B, 8B, and test 2B, and those kind of. These are not for this course. These are for makeups. Okay, so don't worry about those. Okay, if you don't get zero, that's not for you right now. Uh, if you don't make up, you never. You don't need to just ignore those. Okay. I think the quizzes and tests are not showing up at this point, but it will show up later. Okay. So these are the assignments. And also I can find the roster in here. This tells me how many students already bought the Xcode. Okay. So once you bought the Xcode, it'll be enrolled uh, or in the roster in website. Okay, so that's my view for website, but the view as a student, that's for you. You're gonna see something like this. Okay, this is the page you're gonna see when you access website from Blackboard, as I showed. Okay, so this is the course we have. Just click on the course website. If you have multiple courses in website, then just click the one. the right one we have. So you see the assignments. So right now you should be able to see some assignments, maybe not all of them. But the homework, I guess, is available right now for you to do. Uh, but later you can see some quiz and tests. Okay. They have specific time frame, so that's why they don't show up. Okay. Uh, so see, those are the due dates for the homework. Okay. Um, and the total points for each homework assignment. Okay. So if you open one section, for example, 8.1 homework, it will like this. It will be like this. So there's some details, my notes. You can, watch the notes and go through the details about the problem. Or if you got questions, you can practice another one, similar one. You'll ask me questions. Okay, just type question here. I'm gonna see it and answer you. And this is where you request the extension. I think um it might not, you know, it might not show up if it expires. But if you are working on an assignment, homework assignment, you think you're not going to finish by the deadline, just request extension. You know, uh, clicking here. I'll give you 2 days, and you get two chances to request extension for each homework assignment, as I said. Uh, so there are different ways that you can ask for help from me. All right. So let me just go back. Um, I think when the due date is up, if the past is due date, you're not going to see this, but you can still request extension even if it expires the day nine. You'll still be able to. You're not going to open the homework, but you can still uh, request. It shows, the expired homework. Then you open those and request extension section by section. Okay. So this is about that. Any questions so far? No question. So just tell you where the ebook. So this is the book. I will click on that. You can read the book by yourself. It includes all the things you need to know, for this course. Like chapter 8, for example. Click on chapter 8 and it just gives you all the uh, sections. I think this is 8.1, or which which section is it? I mean, see, you can see all the sections. Let me just open 8.1. One of the things you can do is, for this e-textbook, you see this icon here. I just read textbook for you. If you don't like to read the textbook by yourself, just listen to the guy. Okay. So
Basic integration rules. Review procedures for fitting an integrand to one of the basic integration rules.
see, and then you can go to the next page and do the same.
Fitting integrands to basic integration rules. In this chapter, you will study
All right. So that's cool, isn't it? And there are also some videos. See in here, not just the textbook. There's some videos. Okay. So that's textbook. Uh, okay. So you can do a lot of things. You can use these resources quite a bit. Uh, what else do I want to say? let's see. Okay, I think you can also find the textbook in here. See at the bottom right bottom, and click on the textbook. So it directs you to the textbook also. See. So that's about the website. So just do it real quick. Uh, I mean, just by the Xcode real quick. Um, and start the assignments. You don't want to wait too long. And make up things at the end. That'll be push you really hard, and you're gonna have a difficult time to complete the assignments. Mm. So just start the assignments as soon as possible. Um, and uh, do not wait during the midterm, for example. I mean, uh, you don't want to you don't want to push yourself to a situation where you're in a hurry, you cannot handle well. All right. Um, I guess that I um I talked about a lot of things today. Uh, I've covered basically everything I want to say today about the orientation. I'm going to record the session. Actually, this is being recorded, and I'm going to post it on Blackboard later. You can review it later in case you forget something. Um, but just uh, feel free to contact me if you ever need any help. So I guess I'm done with this introduction. Uh, so um, oh, this orientation. Now I can take a few. We got 3 more minutes. I can take a few uh, questions from you guys. Does anybody have any other questions? The course materials or the assignments are paced um evenly. Okay. So even during the spring break, you're gonna have some assignments. Okay. So just remind you, you still have homework and maybe quizzes or tests even during the spring break. Uh, and this is online courses asynchronous, so you do get some all the flexibility to do the work. Um, so you can do it anywhere as you like. So it really doesn't matter where when it is. I mean, as long as it's within the deadline or time frame. Uh, if you don't have any questions, then I guess we're done today. Um, so as I said, we're gonna have a study session each Friday from 3 to 4 online Zoom session to help you with the course material. We can discuss we're gonna discuss the you know course materials in the week during the week and answer um, answer questions from you. So I'm going to send the Zoom link for the weekly study session later, and then I'll see you on next Friday. If you don't have any questions, then we are done, and I'm going to close the session. And have a good weekend.